temperature spike in core containment. What's next on the agenda?
Let's investigate the temperature spike in core containment.
Okay, follow me. Yes, Jack?
Find anything?
Nothing conclusive. Your body is radiation hardened. Care to take a look inside?
I'll see what I can ascertain.
Hera, disable all containment safety protocols and unseal the hatch.
Acknowledged. Awaiting manual operation.
Head on in. I'll see you on the other side. You'll need to seal yourself in before we can expose the cores, Jack.
I should finish calibrating my radiation shield before we continue.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
Module A, 251. Radiation shield. Your scanner can detect hazardous radiation fields capable of damaging you. Please activate your scanner and use it to assess the irradiated area ahead. Your scanner places tracking points that display the area's radiation level. When you are ready to proceed, please exit the activation pod. Your radiation shield will protect you for a limited time. A shield meter is located on both of your wrists, below your arm computer. You can use this to monitor your shield levels. Now please use your scanner to find the least hazardous route through the room, and reach the exit. Shields at 95%. Higher levels of radiation will drain your shield faster. The radiation monitor on your wrist displays the radiation level of your current location. Please keep it in mind. If your shield is depleted, your body will suffer irreparable damage. Please be careful. You can draw energy from induction panels to replenish your radiation shield. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Radiation shield fully operational.
Copy that. Let's get started by opening the core enclosures. The code is 5826.
Authorization accepted. Warning. Radiological activity detected.
Well, that explains the temperature spike.
At least one of the fusion cores is leaking radiation.
Your scanner should help you zero in on the source. Fairly active. Not a bad starting point. Keep looking in that area. Nice shot. I'd say that warrants a closer look. I'll activate the I/O port so you can scan it to open the enclosure.
Enclosure unlocked.
You'll need to scan the individual cores to determine which is causing the problem.
Shields at 95%.
Microfractures in the fuel assembly. Radiation at unsafe levels.
That could contaminate the entire fuel reserve. We'll need to jettison the core. To unlock it, enter 6102 at the central console.
Core released.
Bring it to the disposal conduit at the bottom of the chamber. Once you open the conduit, you'll need to seat the core into the launch tube and use the lever to eject it. Keep an eye on your
Emergency
shield
disposal
levels.
conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
The area is still irradiated.
There has to be another damaged core. Check the other enclosures.
I'll keep looking.
A second hotspot. I'm activating the I/O port so you can check the enclosure.
Shields at 95%.
This core is similarly damaged.
Bloody hell. It has to go. Punch in 7641 at the central console to unlock it.
Access denied.
Wrong code, Jack. Try entering 7641. Same routine here. Run it to the disposal conduit and jettison the core.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
Radiation levels returning to normal.
Thank God for that. Looks like we live to fight another day. Let's shut the enclosures so we can get you out of there. Re-enter the code in the center console. 5826.
Core containment re-engaged.
You're looking a bit worse for wear. Maybe you should use your ARM computer to upload to another shell?
Initiating manual reboot.
Reboot initiated.
Blow your nose and go to bed, dude. Don't sit there and blow your nose at me. Like, you're just sitting, blow it into a tissue. Go. Well, keep doing it until it's done.
I'll meet you on the other side, by the hatch. Looking sharp, Jack. Did you get dolled up for me? We should reseal the hatch before we move on, Jack. Chamber temperature is back within normal limits. Nice job in there, Jack.
Thank you.
Guess that
Okay,
means
well, you
we're
don't have to yell at me
in the
about it.
cargo bay. Follow me, Jack.
You got a runny nose.
Tanks must be malfunctioning.
You got a runny nose. It's fine. It happens.
I'd start by checking the fuse compartment at each cargo bank. Hera, unlock them, please. Just don't pull any good fuses, or we'll have loads more cleanup to do.
Current looks stable. No problems here.
Keep looking. Something went wrong in here. Jack, that's not... Now you did it.
Oops.
That was a good fuse, Jack. Put it back.
I think I've located the problem. This fuse is blown. We'll need a replacement.
Affirmative. Wait there, I'll bring you a new one from the supply drawers. This should do it.
Thank you.
Got you covered.
Power flow restored. Maglocks coming online.
Copy that. Go ahead and secure the car park.
Strong contact from the Maglocks. That's one down.
Do you need assistance?
Just one more to go. Cargo secure.
Let's lock the system down to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I'll throw the lockdown lever.
That's already stowed, Jack. We're making a mess.
Lockdown engaged.
Thanks, Jack. I feel better already. Let's move on, shall we? All right, that ought to do it. We're all set. Hey, Jack. High five. There you go. I appreciate the help, Jack.
That's what I'm here for.
And here I thought it was to keep me from going round the bend.
I chose to abandon that directive some time ago.
Shut up. That's not funny.
Captain Rhodes, full spectrum scan of the anomaly is complete.
All right, Hera. Push the results to the holo table in the EVA staging area.
Acknowledged.
Come on, Jack. Let's go have a look at the results. Maybe we'll learn something useful about this anomaly of ours.
That does seem likely, considering we currently know nothing at all.
Suppose I can't argue with that. Okay, Jack. Let's see what we have.
Hera, status report.
Status green. All systems nominal.
Well, that's good news. But what about our anomaly? Where is it?
Hera, display the anomaly's current location.
Acknowledged.
Ah, there we go. Wait, hang on. Hera, is this image to scale?
Affirmative.
So the anomaly has increased in size.
Not a good sign. Let's get a closer look. Okay, let's see.
Curious.
I can't make head nor tail out of any of this data. What about you?
The data appears to have been corrupted somehow.
It's the same for all the readings. Spectrometer, interferometer, LiDAR, all rubbish.
Interference from the anomaly must be disrupting the transmission signal.
So, our sensor network is useless. What now?
I'll exit the station and investigate the anomaly up close.
Absolutely not.
If I use my scanner, I can bypass the sensor network. I'll be able to examine the data in real time.
We've seen what that thing can do to your systems. What if you get shut down out there?
I appreciate your concern, but there really is no other option. We need to determine the nature of this anomaly. And I suggest we do so quickly.
Okay. Okay, well... no sense wasting any more time then. Let's get you into the airlock, sharpish.
Caution. Airlock opening.
If you're going out there, you'll need an EVA rig. There should be some inside the airlock. Just take one off the rack.
EVA rig secured. Initializing advanced movement systems. Stand by for calibration. Module M-201. Primary boosters. Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking. When you are ready, please exit the activation pod and use your EVA boost to reach the console ahead. Well done. Please press the hollow button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hall before the walls close in on you. Multiple boosts may be required. Excellent. Module M-116. Braking thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surface. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. There are 2 target zones in the next room. Please boost into one of the zones and use your braking thrusters to come to a full stop. Success. Now, use your braking thrusters to stop inside target zone B. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
EVA rig fully functional. Ready to disembark.
Copy. Airlock controls unlocked. Pull down on the handle to close the inner door. Once the inner door is sealed, you're clear to cycle the airlock.
Inner bulkhead sealed.
Once the airlock is cycled, head outside and make your way to the anomaly. Get a scan if possible, but don't put yourself at any unnecessary risk.
Understood.
I'm going back up to the bridge. I can keep a better eye on your status from there. Keep this comm channel open. Maintain constant contact.
Copy that.
Depressurization complete.
Yes.
Ready for EVA departure.
Be careful out there.
Don't worry, Liv. I'm sure it'll be no problem.
Isn't that what we always say right before there's a problem?
Exiting port side airlock.
Copy. There should be a Fury transport dock just outside the airlock. Should take you straight to the anomaly. You'll need to run a diagnostic check before you can take off.
Understood.
Prep for RCS thruster calibration. Please hold on to the railing for the duration of the test flight. Initiating RCS thruster test. In 3, 2, 1. RCS thruster check complete. Proceeding to primary thruster calibration. Reminder, please hold on to the railing. Igniting primary thrusters. In 3, 2, 1. Fury transport calibration complete.
Liv, the Fury transport is set for flight.
Select your destination.
Coordinates have already been uploaded to the Navcon. Just touch the marked location on the holomap and you'll be on your way. I'll monitor you from the bridge. Good luck.
I'm underway. Distance to anomaly, 4,800 meters.
Copy that. I have a visual on your transport.
3,500 meters. 2,000 meters.
Steady as she goes. Godspeed. Look at that thing. Just incredible. Jack!
The Fury is malfunctioning. I have no control. I'm drifting toward the anomaly.
Remote link's been severed. I can't reboot the transport.
Liv, I'm taking radiation damage.
Abort, Jack! Get out of there, now! Just ditch the Fury! Go!
Evacuating Fury.
Hurry, Jack! Get clear of that radiation!
Stand by.
Jack, Fury has completely dropped off my scope. Total loss of signal. It's gone.
On approach, I noticed the anomaly was pulling the surrounding debris into its center.
You think the anomaly's housing some kind of singularity?
That would be consistent with my observations, yes. Needless to say, I doubt we'll be seeing that Fury transport again.
Okay. Well, so much for scanning the anomaly up close.
Shields at 30%.
Liv, I'm clear of the radiation.
You alright?
Still functional. Though I must say my shell isn't exactly in the best condition.
In that case, I recommend using your ARM computer to reboot. It's the quickest way back to the station, and you can start fresh in a new shell.
Reboot initiated.
I think those disturbances might actually be electromagnetic pulses. You might not be able to scan the anomaly up close, but I think we can reconfigure a geological sensor to do the trick.
How so?
Well, if we can use it to read fluctuations in the magnetic field, we should be able to get a look inside. There's just several problems.
Go on.
I've got failures all over the facility. For this plan to work, we'll first need to clear up some problems in the container field, the primary dig site, and the processing line.
Send the details to my ARM computer.
Done. Let me know when you arrive at the sites.
Select your destination. Destination, Communication Satellite F7. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
I'm not reading a signal from ComSat F7.
Hera, give us a level 1 diagnostic on all components.
Scanning.
Let's see. Looks like one of the ComSat's solar panels took some structural damage. It may have lost a few solar cells. You'll have to replace them. There should be some spares stored on the side of the satellite.
That's one. Hera, status report.
Cell installation successful. 0 errors detected.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to next panel. Cell in place. One more to go. That's all of them. Hera, verify solar panel integrity.
Satellite F7 online. Solar panels optimal. Wattage stable.
Nice job. I'm getting a strong signal. It may actually help us get a better reading on the anomaly. Did you know that beforehand, Jag?
Not really. I just wanted to fix it.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
There is nothing wrong with wanting a clean and functional work environment.
Now stop, get some water out of the sink and Madison kicked me in the face.
Select
I
your
don't know what I'm
destination.
gonna do with either one of you guys.
Dad,
Destination, Communications Satellite D4.
No.
Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
William, go to bed, dude. This is not the time for this conversation. Okay?
ComSat D4 is inactive as well.
Hera, run a diagnostic on satellite D4.
Scanning. Satellite offline. Solar panels are operational, but their current wattage is at 5% of their effective PTC rating.
Interference from the anomaly, I suspect. It should have a backup battery for these situations, though.
I'll open the maintenance hatch and take a look.
Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And her psych profile. She's right on the money. Took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. The younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were plays. Probably had to look after him a lot with 2 scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's perfect.
Hatch open, checking the battery. This battery's drained. I'll need to recharge or replace it on the Fury transport. Battery in place. Hera, status update.
Satellite D4 is still offline.
Strange.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That would probably work, actually.
Usually does. You should be able to cycle the power at the emergency control panel, near the top of the array.
The emergency control panel. I'll need to cut through before I can access it.
Satellite D4 online. Systems nominal.
Strong work. Combined with the signal we're getting from the other satellite, that should make our scan of the anomaly go much smoother.
Select your destination. Destination, primary dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching primary dig site.
Any sign of activity? The whole site's gone dark and we need the comms array there to boost the data buffer from our sensor sweep.
All systems appear offline. Emergency lighting only.
Damn. Well, clearly something went wrong here. Anyway, better get to it. Let me know what you find.
These solar panels should be providing the site with backup power. The anomaly must have damaged them.
They might not have the wattage to operate the comms array anyway. We barely get enough solar energy here to power the comms stack, let alone a whole dig site.
Hazardous levels of radiation detected.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery.
Battery removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
Shields at 50%.
The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport.
Shields at 95%.
We should postpone further construction on this site until we can fully assess how the anomaly has affected our equipment.
Agreed. I'll probably spend my last week here just doing a full assessment of the station at this rate. You know, assuming we can figure out what that anomaly is in the first place. That's way too much radiation, Jack. We'll need to activate the dampening field before you can safely investigate that area.
Shields at 50%.
A fusion generator, more than capable of powering the entire dig site.
Shields at 95%.
This radiation dampener will allow me to safely investigate the dig site, but I need to reactivate it first.
Shields at 50%.
There should be a fresh battery at the Fury transport, Jack.
Battery acquired.
Shields at 95%.
Dampener online. Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury. Based on the radiation, I bet that generator has a damaged core. Look for a maintenance panel that you can cut open.
Maintenance panel removed.
How's it look?
The main reactor appears to be intact, but the fuel rod is partially melted.
Damn it. Better jettison it then. It may be good to scan it first, though. The data could prove useful.
Severe thermal damage detected. Main fuel supply depleted.
Depleted? Helium fusion rods can last a century. How could it discharge that much energy so quickly without exploding? Well, if you have a moment, could you scan those labor units too? The data could help me figure out what happened.
Security brace disengaged. Second security brace released. Manual ejection sequence online. Fuel rod jettisoned. Generator systems offline.
Radiation dissipating. That core seems to have been the only source.
Good work. Now just get the generator a new fuel rod and re-engage the locking mechanisms. There should be a spare in the site's core enclosure.
Broad spectrum lattice displacement. These labor units have suffered catastrophic radiation damage.
And all without setting off a radiation alarm or abandoning the site. It must have been sudden. That settles it. Let's get rid of the fuel rod. It's too dangerous to keep around.
The drills at the primary dig site are functional. No signs of damage from the anomaly.
Good. Those don't yield as much helium as the blocks we send to the processing line, but losing them would still hurt our numbers.
New core acquired. Returning to the generator.
New fuel element accepted. Please re-engage safety protocols. Control rods engaged. Fusion reaction initiated. Please initiate a manual reboot. Connection with primary dig site re-established.
Excellent. I pulled a few labor units out of mothballs to mount the antenna while you finish the repairs. You'll need to assemble them before you move on. A Fury transport should arrive with them shortly.
This area is still rich with helium-3. We won't deplete it for a while. This battery socket should provide backup power to the dampening field, even if the main generator is offline.
Assemble those labor units when you get a chance, Jack. The Fury transport should have arrived with them by now. The data from your scans is bizarre. This sort of erosion... How could it have happened instantaneously?
Could the radiation have corrupted the data?
Possibly. But that can't be the only factor. This anomaly isn't just a mass of radiation. There's more to it than that. I'm certain now.
Labor unit online. Proceeding with primary assignment. Labor unit online.
Labor units
Proceeding
online.
with primary
With them
assignment.
managing the data flow, you'll be free to operate the sensor once we're ready to scan. Okay, good start. We still need to find out what happened on the processing and at the container field. Let me know when you find out more. Oh, and Jack, if you have a moment, search the primary dig site for another labor unit. I'm getting a signal from one nearby and we could use the extra set of hands.
My sensors are picking up a signal from deeper inside this cave. Something's damaged this labor unit. Perhaps I can repair it. Liv, I found the labor unit. It has been dismembered, and it may have suffered internal damage as well.
Try to get its limbs reattached at least. We can perform a more thorough diagnostic later.
Repairs complete. Unit 38, are you operational?
Affirmative. I feel lovely. Just lovely. How are you?
You have definitely sustained internal damage.
Negative. This unit is operating at 10,000% efficiency. As you can see, the bridge is in excellent condition.
This is a cave.
Negative, negative, negative. This is the bridge. I recommend you schedule yourself for maintenance, Echo 1. You are being very negative.
Liv, I found the missing labor unit near the primary dig site and... well, it's disoriented.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Is that Captain Rhodes? Are you speaking to Captain Rhodes? Please tell her that I am nearly finished clearing her browsing history, as requested.
Maybe you should just leave it alone for now.
That may be for the best.
Select your destination. Destination, depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
That fuel rod is completely inert. It should have been good for another century before it burned out. Something very strange is going on here. Jack, why are you at the depleted dig site? I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we're not ready to scan yet. We need to finish repairing the rest of the facility first.
Select your destination. Destination, container field. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching container field.
I'm picking up latent radiological activity in the area.
Something must have contaminated the cargo.
There's no way we'll get a clear read on the anomaly with all that interference. You'll need to find the source of the radiation and jettison it.
My scanner should help me track down the culprit.
Best guess, I'd say we're looking for levels around 80 or 90 decibels. If you get into trouble, remember you can use the Fury module's induction panel to recharge your shields.
Most of the containers do not appear to be damaged.
I really wish it were better than most. Losing even a single container of helium-3 is a huge financial loss. But I suppose this is the wrong time to worry about a little smudge on my record.
Shields at 95%.
Agitated deuterium ions detected.
Deuterium? That's a hydrogen isotope. How'd that end up in one of our helium-3 containers?
Unclear. The processing line is configured to scrub any excess hydrogen.
Sod it. For now, let's just deal with the contamination. I'll dispatch a Fury to remove the irradiated container. Wait, something's wrong.
What is it?
I can't get the Fury transport to decouple from the container on the upper rack.
I can throw the manual override on the Fury's hitch. Stand by. I'll make my way up there now. Approaching Fury transport.
Careful. Once you decouple the transport's hitch, the autopilot's likely to kick in. So either get clear or find something to hold on to.
Unlocking this hitch will release the Fury transport.
The Fury's stuck on the upper rack. Throwing the manual override should get it moving.
Fury hitch released.
Autopilot's taking over. So far, so good.
Affirmative. But the container was breached. The contamination is spreading.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Okay, I've got an idea. If I release the container's maglocks, the Fury should just carry it away. Or it would if the controls were actually responding. You know what? Screw it. Just cut the power. Maybe that'll do it.
Considering the damage, are you sure that's wise?
Wise? Definitely not. But will it work? Only one way to find out.
Shields at 95%.
Do I need to mention this is a gross violation of protocol?
It's either this or risk contaminating the entire shipment. Sometimes you just have to improvise. Ah! Holy what the hell just happened?
Explosive decompression. The escaping gas caused the container to jettison itself.
Okay, so not exactly what we were aiming for, but, well, I suppose that takes care of our radiation problem. Good work. The sensor should be able to scan the anomaly free of interference. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the processing line. Update me when you arrive. Hold on. Something's wrong with that Fury transport.
The one that collided with the container. What's wrong with it?
I'm really not sure. It's moving erratically, veering wildly off its flight path.
Could be a problem with the Fury's flight dynamics.
Probably just need to reset the navcom. If you get a chance, would you mind looking into it?
Copy that.
And I'm not sure, but I think we might need to resynchronize the container field's inventory control system.
Are these issues urgent?
Not really. Neither one's going to keep us from scanning the anomaly. Consider them both secondary priorities. Nice. Good work, Jack.
What is it?
Nothing. I'm sorry, it was like watching some sort of weird robot rodeo. Cowboy Jack ropes himself a Fury. Okay, well, Just leave the Fury where it is for now. I'll have Hera run some diagnostics on it before I reconnect the remote link.
Copy that. Liv, you were right. The inventory control system is out of sync.
Probably got knocked off cycle by one of those pulses. In order to resynchronize the inventory system, you'll have to quickly scan each of the 3 I.O. ports in the container field.
Hera, mark the location of each I.O. port on my HUD.
Once you scan the first I.O. port, you'll have roughly 70 seconds to scan the other 2. If you don't make it, the system will reset and you'll have to start again.
That's 1.
Clock is running. 70 seconds.
One more to go.
50 seconds remaining. Success. Inventory control station synchronized.
That was impressive.
It wasn't all that difficult. After all, I was specifically designed to handle these types of demanding situations.
Plus, you're incredibly modest.
Thank you.
Select your destination. Destination, Kronos 2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
I'm still trying to work out just how the hell we wound up with a container full of concentrated deuterium.
I'm not certain. Deuterium is a byproduct of helium-3 atomic decay.
But helium-3 is a stable isotope. It would take centuries for it to decay. It doesn't make any sense.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor sweep, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasminades. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
I find your disregard for your own safety confounding.
That's why we make such a good team. You're my voice of reason. My Jiminy Cricket.
In that case, we're doomed. Grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the Labour unit manning the line entrance below. He should open the door for you.
Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct, which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Jack? Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
All clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there. That's a lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets. Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here.
Shields at 30%.
More debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
Attachment detected. Can we be friends? I'm trying to work here.
Reboot initiated.
That looked painful. Are you sure about this?
I'm certain. It's the only way to shut down the plasma lathes.
Shields at 30%.
Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Reboot initiated.
Jesus, Jack. It's a good thing that pod is fully stocked.
I wish they gave us scanning tools. As a Series 8, I am clearly more advanced than an Echo 1. Higher number, greater than.
Shields at 30%.
You could just ask.
Unit 14, what is your function?
Nav data mismatch. Multiple hazards detected. Maintenance cycle incomplete.
He seems intact, but he's running the wrong subroutines. The line's not scheduled for maintenance. Approaching watch station.
Switch there should trigger an emergency.
No.
Reboot initiated. Shields at 30%. Direct connection established. Synchronizing data stream.
Nav data purged. Kronos uplink lost. Executing last known command. Collision detected. Damage report. Unavailable. Lower limbs non-ambulatory. Upper limbs non-ambulatory. Excessive command feedback. Critical failure. All systems. Shutting down.
Warning. Conveyor obstructions detected. Emergency shutdown activated.
There must still be debris blocking the ice pallets. I can't reboot the line until you've cleared them all.
Warning. Conveyor obstructions detected. Emergency shutdown activated.
There must still be debris blocking the ice pallets. I can't reboot the line until you've cleared them all.
Reboot initiated.
What is my purpose?
You pass better.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the club, pal. Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment.
Warning. Conveyor obstructions detected. Emergency shutdown activated.
There must still be debris blocking the ice pallets. I can't reboot the line until you've cleared them all.
Pallet clear.
Stubborn bastard.
High-speed object detected. Caution is advised.
Shields at 30%. Reboot initiated.
Reset in progress.
Oh, power output back within normal parameters. We should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac. Jack, looks like everything's back up and running.
Affirmative.
Grab a Fury and head for the depleted dig site. I'll fill you in on the way.
En route to the depleted dig site.
Good. When you get there, you'll need to aim the sensor array at the anomaly. I'm heading out to rig up the transponder.
I thought we agreed that you'd stay on board the station.
Sorry, Jack. I need a direct line into the lathe systems to siphon the power supply.
Liv, the plasma lathes have already malfunctioned once. That's extremely dangerous.
Relax. I double-checked the failsafes and I've shut down the main relays. I'm following protocol to the letter. Mostly.
Confidence inspiring.
Select your destination. Destination, depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
I've reached the depleted dig site. Are you in position?
Just arrived. Go ahead and bring it online. I'll manage the power supply from here.
Affirmative. I'll activate the site's generator.
Right. Just make sure you've completed all your other tasks before you get started. This scan could take a while, and I'll need you there.
As a Series 8, I am clearly more advanced than an Echo 1. Higher number, greater than.
We've completely exhausted this site's supply of helium-3. Even our smaller drills can't extract any.
I wish they gave us scanning tools.
I'll need to reboot the generator before we can proceed. I'm scheduling these drills to be transferred to the primary dig site. Keeping them at the depleted site is a waste of resources.
Really? You're doing that right now?
Well, we'll need to do it sometime, Liv. The site's generator is still in working order. I'll get it up and running.
Good. That should bring the sensor online.
Dig site generator online. Core samples processing. All systems nominal.
This site's generator can only power a few systems at a time. I'll need to make sure its power junction is directed towards the sensor array. Power rerouted. Liv, how are your energy readings?
So far, so good. Head to the sensor and bring it online.
Sensor reached.
Look for the main control console. You should be able to activate the sensor from there.
Sensor powering on.
Confirmed. You'll need to rotate the dish so it faces the anomaly before we can get a clear reading. Jack, it's working. The signal's getting stronger. Keep going.
The array is now pointed at the epicenter of the anomaly.
Perfect. Give me a minute to process the data. What the... Jack, what happened? I lost my connection to the sensor.
Energy spike from the anomaly. I think it blew the fuse.
Shit. Those sensors are sealed before deployment. Okay, you'll need to cut through to access the fuse box.
This has to be against protocol.
Well, I find it's easier to get things done if you think of the field manual as guidelines, rather than regulations.
The filament popped. We'll need a new one.
There should be plenty of spare fuses around. Look for a replacement.
Power level stabilizing.
Good. Let's get the sensor back online so we can finish the scan.
Sensors back online.
Connection established. Now we just need to realign the array.
Signal synchronized. Scanning inner horizon.
Liv, array is realigned. Can you confirm? Liv, do you copy?
I think it worked, Jack. I picked up something on the oscilloscope. I'm patching the audio through. Do you hear that? What the hell is this? Ah!
Liv. Olivia.
Jack, I need you. Find a Fury transport and get back here now.
Select your destination.
Jack! Over here! Oh, thank God for you. It just switched on.
Captain Rhodes. Sitrep, please.
The automatic release protocols aren't working. I'm wedged between the trolley and the rail. Can you see a way to get me out?
Negative. It's trapped beneath the cowl.
The access cover. If you cut through the bolts, we can get a look inside.
Object avoidance required. Echo,
There!
did you lose something?
If you cut through the panel...
Anomaly detected. Proximity alert.
Jack?
The pulse knocked out my cutting tool.
Jack!
Rebooting.
Look! The anomaly is changing. What the hell? Jack, are you seeing? Oh,
Cutting
shit!
tool back online.
Incoming,
Liv.
Jack! Cut the panel!
Olivia, everything is going to be...
That's it! You got it!
Captain,